RockEyez would like to welcome Vic Rivera. Hey man, what's up? Longtime friend, compadres. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Brian? Long time no see, but we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah, very long, very long. So you're kind of excited about Rock Rest 5?
Yeah, of course, man. It's always a lot of fun and I see you at every one of these things, so it's like it's a double it's a double dip for me. I get to see you, and I get to play Andrew's Festival with some great guys, Jamie, Ed, and of course Paul, who had joined us at the last one, and we have a new drummer this
Wow.
time around. His name is Luke Calderola, a really good guy.
Wow. Now, Melodicrock Fest 5. You've been to everyone so far?
Well, Adriangale, this is going to be our third appearance, but I personally have been to everyone so far. I was filling in the first one with the Melodic Rock All Stars,
Right.
uh, which was mostly fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it there. Uh, and then the second one was with Ted, of course. You know, when Ted and I were
Right.
still playing together.
Uh-huh.
Love Ted though. Ted and I are Ted and I are friends. So
Right, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I got like, you get a Poley Rivera, Liberty and Justice, Adriangale, Crunch, a band called Love and Revenge,
yeah,
and you also worked on Kid Comet with Case Lee Michaels, a tune there. Where can we start? Let's see. What was the
you
very?
forgot out.
Who else?
Did you mention Outlaws and Moonshine?
No, I didn't. I missed that one. Yeah.
Great band.
Wow.
Great bands. Bo and Chris Van Valkenburg, and the two brothers behind the driving force behind that band, and they're from the Midwest, and they're an awesome band, an awesome bunch of guys.
Cool. Now, what really drew you to music in the early days?
Uh, I guess whatever draws everybody else in, the emotion.
Right.
You know, when you hear good music, music is always, no matter what style, but I think the rock style and the hard rock style just, elicits such emotion from you when you hear it,
Right.
and it's, that's what pulled me in,
Wow.
just the sheer energy and emotion of it.
Wow. Now, did you first learn guitar or production or?
No, man, I was a drummer first.
Right.
I
That's
was a
right.
drummer first.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'll say, come on, Brian,
Yeah.
you know this story.
That's
I was
right.
a drummer first, and then I started playing guitar later on. Listen, Brian, my memory goes too, so don't worry about it.
Wow.
Sometimes I can't remember what side of the bed I got up on.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I think one of the RockEyez shows, I think you played a little bit of drums and stuff like that. But I mean, you had a pretty long career so far, and it's going stronger than ever now. You know.
Yeah, it's it started my career, if you can call it a career, but it's been I guess so. Officially started way back in just after high school, playing with a few of the local bands around here, and
Right.
of course that really never led to anything, signing or anything, but it was fun to play the circuit and do all that stuff. But Adriangale was really the first thing of the first album
Right.
that I actually officially released, and that was my first foray into doing all of that stuff. And then we've just taken it from there. I've taken it from there too, learning from a lot of great people along the way.
Right.
That I've rubbed elbows with in this business. And then I took the production end of it up on, I think it was around 2002. I started dabbling in it out of necessity.
Right.
And at first I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I probably still don't know what the hell I'm doing. But
Wow.
you just
Yeah.
you just pick up new things along the way, and that's how it goes.
Tell me a little bit about Red V Studios.
Red 5.
Okay.
Red 5. I'm probably breaking all sorts of trademark law. Sorry, Disney.
Wow.
But it's right. It's my initial Red V, I guess. Red 5.
Right.
I started it at my old place. Modestly with just I guess a bunch of the Roland VS studio recorders, and I graduated onto I realized that if I was going to be taken any kind of seriously and getting any kind of real work done and really learn the craft, I had to graduate on the Pro Tools. So I got myself a computer and a Mac, and moved into Pro Tools and started. Again, this started out of necessity,
right?
Because I had to start recording my own stuff for demos, and then it just blossomed into I guess people liked what they were hearing with the demos that I did, and sooner or later, I just for a while there it was a full-time thing, and now less so.
Cool. Now, are you doing the new Adriangale right at your studio?
Yeah, we're doing it here.
Uh-huh.
It's being recorded down here for sure.
Right. Wow. How
we got about.
Go ahead.
I think I'm anticipating your question. We're about 10 songs into basic tracking right now. See, Brian, we know each other, of course.
Yeah, that was my question.
That's friendship for you, bro.
Yeah.
That's friendship for you. About 10 songs in, 10, 11 songs into basic tracking. About 8 of those songs have backing vocals done, and Jamie and I have been going back and forth on what to do about lyrics, and I have a lot of the stuff actually written already, but of course Jamie gets his good share of songwriting in because he's such a really good songwriter himself.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He really is.
Wow. How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Uh-huh.
He's doing great. Living in Tennessee now, and he's all fired up to do this show. We're going to rehearse with him the morning of the show. So basically, we'll be playing 2 shows in one day.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah. It was like when you signed to Andrew's label and stuff like that. Was everything concrete that you were going to go play Melodicrock Fest 5?
No, I think we signed before he announced Melodicrock Fest.
Right.
I can't remember the chronology, but again, this is the memory going, Brian. You have to forgive me.
Wow.
But either the festival invite came first, or I believe we signed with Andrew first, and then obviously when he said he was doing Melodicrock Fest 5, we were in. I was just it was kind of I didn't expect to be asked because we've been part of the last 2, but apparently, people like what they're hearing, and of course we love the fans and we love to play for them, so it's a joy to get up there.
Cool. This must be a real burden for Andrew, because almost every one he does, he says that's the last one. But I guess something pushes him to do one more, at least one more.
Well, I can say this: you never say never,
right?
And you never. I'm not discounting anything, but from where Andrew's sitting, I do believe he's done with hosting festivals. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of energy, it's a lot of money, and it's there's a lot of things that on the business side of this stuff that just is unsavory, and just it takes a lot of hard work, and it really does drain you. So he still has the passion for the music and everything, but I really think, barring like really, really unforeseen circumstances that are good circumstances, this will be his last one. So I got to say, I'm really honored to be a part of it. I was there at the beginning, and I'm here at the end.
Right.
Which is I'm honored that he would have me there. He's such a good guy. He's really one of the stand-up guys in this business, as you would agree.
Oh yes, definitely. He's always been supportive of me and our site, and right from the beginning too. Anything I needed, questions answered, he would always answer them for me because I was new to it. And he's been in this business 20-something years. I was reading and stuff like that. We're around 12 years, and so he did give us a big boost in running some of our stuff and stuff like that. And he's always thankful. I can't say enough about the guy. So
well, the same goes for you, man. Good people support good people, and that's why I think we got along very well right along. It's not just about. See, that's the thing about the melodic rock crowd, Brian. It's not just about the music. I think a lot of the people in this, if not most of the people, and probably all of the people in this community, really care for one another and are drawn together through the music. And Andrew's been the guy who's been there, like you said, for 20 years. And if not for him, there's a lot of people in this business who seem to have forgotten that what they're doing, they wouldn't have half the success they had if not for him. So, it's a shame that some people have forgotten that and try to act like they're, you know what I mean.
Yeah. What's your feeling about vinyl making a little bit of a resurgence lately?
You know what? I want to say it's a fad.
Uh-huh.
I love vinyl, and I love the way it sounds, of course, but I just don't see it, having any kind of extended longevity. Well, that's an oxymoron right there. Extended longevity. Extended lifespan, but it is cool that there are some people who like it for the purity of the art of listening to a really good record on a record player with nothing's brick walled, like a CD is. If you really want to hear it loud, you turn up the amplifier on your receiver. That's what it's supposed to do. And then you have the you have the album jacket, and you can read the liner notes, and you pull out the sleeves, and you read the lyrics, and you see who is behind stuff. This is stuff that this generation of listeners really has lost out a lot on. But it is what it is, and I'm happy music gets out there no matter what form. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, what's your feeling about they're trying to, I guess, get rid of all the CDs now? Let's stop making them.
Well, the CDs are really a dinosaur of a format.
Right.
When you think about it, and I guess I've embraced digital in so many ways that I'm a little bit sad to see it go, but I haven't purchased an actual CD in a good long while.
Right.
I purchase all my music digitally because of the convenience, and it's kind of the pot calling the kettle black, and I really don't, like I said, whatever format gets the music out there, some of the things, you miss,
right,
of course. But I support, the people, the bands that I listen to. I buy their releases. I buy them digitally, but I buy them,
Wow.
So.
And do you feel I guess the new Adriangale is going to come out on CD?
Yeah, and again, this market, the melodic rock and, some other types of rock markets, but this one in particular seems to really like having physical product in their hands. And if that's what it takes to get it done, in addition to the digital end of it, of course, we're very happy to do that because, we love our fan base and we know what they want. A lot of them have gone digital themselves, but a lot of them certainly don't complain, when we release something on CD because it's something they're familiar with.
Right.
And I totally get that, and we want to give our fans what they want.
Right.
So.
Wow. So
that's where I sit on.
When Adriangale plays a Melodicrock Fest 5, how long of a set is Andrew giving you?
We've got a 75-minute set. I don't know that we're going to fill up 75 minutes. But I timed our set, and it's we can we'll fill the time. We've got quite a number of songs. I think we were initially given 70 minutes, and then he gave us another 5. I'm like, well, that's good. If we happen to need a couple of extra minutes setting up, we'll utilize that. But the way we construct our sets, we do a lot of segues in between songs, which for me is always a way to get another song in because you don't have to stop the song and there's no in-between song banter. You go right from song to song to song. And I find that always is a great way to fit more material and give people more money, more for their money's worth.
Wow. Will Adriangale have any kind of merch at that show?
At this show, no, I don't think so. We're still working out details with Andrew on how we're going to proceed with the new album. And, we have a great new logo designed by Nello D'Omo, who's somebody that Andrew has worked with for a long time. And, that was that's basically the first part of getting ourselves rebranded and doing the things that we have to do.
Right.
So.
Wow. Will Adriangale have any other shows coming up after Melodicrock Fest 5?
None planned at the moment, but I've talked with Andrew, and I'd love to be able to get on some other festivals or other kind of showcase gigs where we can, do our thing. So I'm going to work with Andrew to see what we can get done. And, of course, locally, if we have any, you heard B.B. King's is closing down. I'd love to play that place, but that's such a shame.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now nothing after Melodicrock Fest. But we'll see which way the wind blows. Of course, we all have busy lives, and Jamie lives in a different state, so that often makes it challenging to coordinate shows. But we'll see if we can get something done.
Wow. Now, at your studio, are there any bands you like to talk about that you're working with?
At the moment, I'm kind of in a quiet mode.
Uh-huh.
I'm working on the Adriangale album. That has my focus right now, along with the gig. But that band Outlaws and Moonshine that I mentioned before, these guys are from Indiana. They're just, out of all the bands that have come in my studio and I've worked with, they are tops.
Uh-huh.
I love working with them. They're good guys, and I'm hoping that at some point soon they'll get ready for a new recording, because I'd love to work with them again. They're starting to blow up pretty big, playing a lot of shows with a lot of Midwest like country rock bands that are doing really well. And I'd love to work with them again. So if they ever get back down here, we're gonna make a lot of noise.
Cool. Is there anything you'd like to talk about that I missed?
I don't think so. You usually cover all the topics that need to be discussed.
Yeah.
And do we want to talk Walking Dead?
I know you're a big fan.
Yeah. Do we want to talk Star Wars? I don't know. You want to talk?
I see your posts all the time.
I'll go on record. I'll go on record. This is probably blasphemy, but I was disappointed by the last Star Wars movie.
Wow.
It wasn't great. I was really hoping it would be great, and it wasn't. But
Right. Well, how about Walking Dead? Well, how about the last?
Walking Dead. I loved it. I some people, the ratings have been falling, but I love what they're doing with it. They changed it up a little bit. I can't wait to see what next season brings, and I love the music on that show, bringing it back to music. The guy, I think his name is Bear McCreary, who writes all of the original music and interludes. He's a really moody, good songwriter that I like a lot. He's excellent.
Wow. I guess he's like the same guy who did True Blood, the music on there too, because it's kind of similar.
Very similar, right?
Yeah. So not like.
Yeah, that's about it.
Are you for the Melodicrock Fest 5? Are you going to be there the whole 4 days, or are you just coming in for one day?
Yeah, I'll be there 4 days. I'm coming in on Thursday. I'm shipping my guitars out from New York to save some money instead of bringing them on the plane. Which means they'll fly anyway, because FedEx just playing. Oops, stop on a plane. Sorry.
Yeah.
You'll have to bleep that one out.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
No problem. Well, Vic, it was always great talking to you, and I appreciate the chat, and I'll see you in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you, dude. It's been a while.
Fun
to see you.
Would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Love you all. Thank you for everything. You guys all rock. That's like, I got nothing but love for you all. Every last single one of you.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Vic.
You got it, brother.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.